This Thursday, Mexico ordered that the facilities and archives at the Army Field No. 1 be opened to the Commission for Truth and Historical Clarification to review the events occurred from 1965 to 1990. The occasion was marked with an official ceremony attended by Mexican President Andrés Manuel López Obrador. The victims and survivors of the so-called Dirty War, one of the darkest chapters in the country's recent history, were also present at the ceremony. Mexico's Human Rights Undersecretary Alejandro Encinas said that at times of transformation, as is the case now in Mexico, it is necessary to look history in the eye. Prominent social and political leaders like Armando Arciniega, Ezequiel Barrientos, and Hilda Flores were held at Military Field No. 1. In his speech, President López Obrador thanked Secretary of Defense Luis Crescencio Sandoval for his loyalty and said that by opening the military archives, we are turning the page on an era, paving the way for national reconciliation.
This is a highly emotionally charged ceremony, considering all the pain and suffering endured in this country during times of authoritarianism and repression. We need to close this dark chapter in our history for a new beginning, a new era which I would say has already begun.
On behalf of the victims and survivors, Micaela Cabañas Ayala, the daughter of Lucio Cabañas Barrientos, spoke at the ceremony, and she gave a testimony of the outrages and violations suffered by herself and her relatives at the time.
The military camp was considered the largest clandestine detention center in the country. And I want to tell you, this is where our ordeal began. When we arrived here, my mother was tortured, raped, and humiliated, but she defended me because she says that at night, soldiers came and grabbed me by the foot and put a gun to my head and said, "Tell us where Lucio is." But where would he be? They had already killed him. Where Lucio was, she could not say. I must also say that my mother was an adolescent, only 14 years old.